Welcome in, everybody, on a Monday morning. Good Monday morning. Wow, what a weekend it was as the NBA playoffs remind you how drastic things shift and change when you hit the postseason, like the real playoffs, not the play-in. And there's a difference in the N-word. And beyond that, of course, as you can see every now and again as Harry moves his Temple hat, the 50-year-old who continues the year of the geriatric when it comes to sports. We've had Tom Brady defy history and win the Super Bowl. Phil Mickelson, and look, he's only 50, because I think a lot of people just thinking about it are like, oh yeah, Phil Mickelson, what is he, 60, 65 years old? But he's only 50, yet still the oldest to ever win a major. And then the third thing beyond, of course, our Philadelphia 76ers and Russell Westbrook, which we'll spend a lot of time talking about. But the third other thing outside of all of us is, where's the other geriatric? Because LeBron James doesn't look like he may be hanging around long enough in the postseason, unlike the other two.
No,
it was. And Barrett's back.
Well, yeah, but you could also say Chris Paul, too, is a pretty old soul, too, with those Suns, and he's changed the whole dynamic of that team.
Yeah.
What do you
Yeah, right. I mean, you need rings in this league, all right, to have that. Don't go full Barkley on me now, which is, you can be smart about the NBA without winning rings, Chris Paul's Karl Malone, all right, until proven otherwise, all right? But no. But to be fair, I admit that you make a strong point there in which there's some veteran leadership, especially when things have crunched down on Booker. DeAndre Ayton did an amazing job
on Davis.
Absolutely amazing job on defense against Anthony Davis. Yep. So, look, our team was one of the few outside of Brooklyn, but Brooklyn looked like they should have lost by 50 as bad as they played last night or the other night. The Sixers, and we'll get to Russ in a second, but you didn't even need 30 minutes for Joel Embiid, Barrett.
Bro, it's unbelievable how good he is, man. I mean, the last 6 minutes of the game, it was just poetic jump shots from everywhere. Turn around, boom. They just couldn't stop him. Whatever Embiid wanted to do, he did.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just great basketball all weekend, man. All weekend. I mean, the Utah Jazz, I thought they was going to have this locked up. Oh.
How about the Grizz?
No, the Jazz, the Nuggets, you can't count on these teams in the playoffs, man.
I told you about the Blazers. I said I wouldn't be surprised at all if they won one of the first two games, and possibly now the series, they could win that.
Oh, look, I think you're looking right now, speaking of that series specifically, you're looking at how important Jamal Murray is just from the standpoint of keeping up. Like, there's nobody in that backcourt that can keep up with CJ and Dame if they're doing it. Right. Joker had, one assist?
And that's a problem. That's a problem. That's the big problem, man.
I mean, Harry, they could sweep. I wouldn't be shocked right now. You heard it here first, gentlemen. If they swept Denver's ass right out of the playoffs.
Yeah.
And I love it.
I would too. I mean, everything's upside down in the West. It's great. I mean, the Clippers lose, the Lakers lose, the Nuggets, the Jazz. It's everything's topsy-turvy, and here we are, the Sixers. They just kind of survived Joel Embiid's early foul trouble. Tobias Harris was tremendous yesterday. Absolutely tremendous. And I know people might want to point to the fact that, Ben Simmons only scored, 6 points, but he did a hell of a lot of other things in that basketball game yesterday that helped them win.
No question, man. I mean, little things that Ben did, man, I just had to sit back and just take notice of it. Just like I get on him when he's not doing what he's supposed to do, not going hard. But he showed me something yesterday that, I knew he had in him, but he just needs to do it consistently all the time. I mean, it's a double-double with assist.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and rebounds, yeah.
That's crazy. Assist. I mean, that's next level right there, man. And his ability to, once Bill got on a roll, they just slip him on him real fast, take him out of his game, and then they went back, and back to normal. I mean, that's what you need. Every time Bill wanted to go out there and just make a run, he would go in, ice him for about 3 possessions, and then turn back around and get back on him. Those are the things that you can't see.
Now,
the unwritten stuff.
Their 3-point shooting needs to improve.
Oh yeah,
They got to be better.
Problem. Right.
Yeah.
And they're going to be so reliant upon that. And look, I mean, Milwaukee was like that up until this year, and there was a drastic difference as far as how much they relied on the three last couple of years versus even that win that wasn't pretty against Miami. But the Sixers are just built that way.
Mhm.
And, you know, the biggest, I think, victory all around is that Russ didn't go off, because if Russell goes off, that game all of a sudden, like you saw what happened in New York, man. I don't have any problem with what the Knicks did. And I think that's the exact same strategy you continue to have, which is you throw everything at everybody else and you let Trae Young get his.
Mhm.
But the problem is you can't have Julius Randle struggle in the first half. So the point being, real quick, is that the Sixers did such a good job that limiting Russ, it didn't get to like single or two possession games at the end where all of a sudden one guy, no matter who it is, can kill you.
coaching.
And you, my friend, are caught in the middle.
The Middle starts now on the SportsMap Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Home loans that fit your life. Rocket can.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts studios, here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
All right, a Monday morning following a pretty busy day all around yesterday as it capped off a giant weekend around sports where the NBA playoffs tipped off. We got one of the most memorable victories in the history of the PGA Tour coming in probably one of the most difficult courses with conditions all around that you'll see, if not this year, in a long time. And of all people, a name that started out at 125-1, or at least closed at that.
No, it was 200-1 at one point before.
So that must have been the Open.
Yeah.
Because I saw a lot of people were saying that the number that they got him in was 125. And then I think the gate closed, Harry, somewhere around 90-1. Or maybe that was even after day one. But beyond that, I mean, we had a bunch, even some hockey happened.
Yeah.
You know, the Phillies avoid a sweep with the Red Sox, who continue to be one of baseball's great surprises. Boston, of course, not Philadelphia.
Thanks to Wheeler.
Yes.
Yeah.
Chris Wheeler in the house helping
Chris
out.
Wheels.
Once again. Wheels back at it once again. And I don't know. Other than that, I mean, look, there's a lot of great. I got a little issue with Brooks Koepka that I might sneak in.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, at some point here.
Is this a what's your beef Monday?
I might have to segment something like a I don't know, 90-second, 120-second rant on Brooks Koepka, and maybe channel the inner 1940, whatever it was, when everybody was rushing for that ball on the tee. But Barrett's all Phillied up with his hat. Look at that. And that's a subtle message to Harry Mays that he wants to talk baseball today.
No,
Aren't you embarrassed to wear that hat?
I mean, I should be, but I said, you know what? I'm wearing a red shirt today. I don't usually wear red. So I'm going to wear a red hat, and it just happened to be the Phillies hat. I couldn't find my Jumpman red hat, so I had to go with the Phillies. But, hey, at the end of the day, they won.
Wow. Can't you at least just turn that backwards or something?
The flat brim, too, man.
Well,
I can't get away with the flat brim.
I love
that
it.
That is necessary.
I'm too old and fat for a flat brim.
Not the flat earth, Harry. All right, we're back in a couple here. Maybe Kyrie makes an appearance. Talk a lot about the NBA playoffs. Sixers, did Russ step out? That next. Harry was all bent up. You were all riled up about the Russ step out.
What's that?
The Russ step out. You were all riled up about that.
What are you talking about?
When his foot almost touched the line.
Oh, his foot, he wasn't out of bounds.
No, he wasn't. They're talking about some not enough. I'm trying to figure out, what are they watching? What are they looking at?
Yeah, his foot was not on the out of bounds.
We got a gift.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, I was watching that Bucks Heat game the other day. I think, was it Saturday afternoon?
Yep.
And Saturday afternoon. And it's obvious to me that they want the Bucks to win that series. Antetokounmpo is getting away with murder.
Yeah.
Fouls, travels left and right. I mean, it's just bizarre, like crazy. And the minute Jimmy Butler touches anybody, it's a foul.
Oh, no question.
Yeah.
And, he could feel that too. He could feel it. Sometimes, you get with the refs. Some guys will give you a pass. There was no passes given to Jimmy,
Yeah.
And he was voicing his opinion about it too. Sometimes, you can't do
Spoelstra
it.
was going bananas on the sideline during that game. It was great. I thought he was going to have a heart attack.
Well, look, I'll tell you this. Miami's just not that good. They're really not. And I think that they're going to get away with Jimmy hanging around on that team. But that bubble, like you'll see, that bubble last year was a major anomaly. Guys got hot out of nowhere. It wasn't a consistent thing. You'll see these Duncan Robinson, Tyler Hero. These guys are not long-term people that you could, even Dragic, he's going to be down at some point.
He's old.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Like this is not a good team. And I think that's what's going to happen here is, to your point, I agree with you about the refs and all, but that was their shot. And I think the NBA knew that the only real shot Miami had was to steal that game. So if you want to further that conspiracy, which I'm more than okay with, they made sure that Miami didn't steal that game.
Right.
And instead stole that game. But look, this goes back to what Milwaukee last couple of years would have shot themselves out of that game. They would have had, 43s. They would have been 11 from 40, and they would have just shot themselves out. But that's where I think things have changed a little bit is they recognized they were getting these, calls, and they went right at it. They were like, hell, if the refs, it's what we always used to bitch about with the Eagles. Like, dude, throw the ball deep.
Right.
You're more likely going to get the flag.
You're going to get a PI.
Exactly. Just throw the freaking ball. And no, we got to work these quick plays. Just throw the damn ball deep and see what happens. And the Bucs,
you always got a shot with it.
Did that. Yeah. They did that, man.
For the most part, man, this weekend, I really thought that, the teams that, just kept the intensity up, man. You could not have any lags in intensity at all, because, you watched all these games, the team was most intense, had the most headway.
This is The Middle on the SportsMap Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
So there were a bunch of things beyond, of course, our Sixers. But I think when you just look at how things happened, the overall theme of the weekend, the Sixers, I think more so than not, survived. And that's okay, right? They survived foul trouble from Joel Embiid, who you can argue outside of all people, the guy who's most likely going to win the award, has an incredible usage rate for the amount of minutes that he can be out there. Embiid can be out there 22 minutes and still drop 30 and
right.
It's insane. I mean, Jokic as well. But beyond that, you don't want to see anybody with 3 fouls in the first half. That sucks. Harry mentioned it in the break. They overcame Russell Westbrook not stepping out of bounds. They overcame some areas, Ben Simmons not double digits where you'd like a little bit larger of a lead.
0 for 6 from the free throw line too for
not
Ben
good
Simmons.
At all.
That's unacceptable.
And I was shocked
as well. You
I was
just
shocked
have to get out of it. Sorry.
Yeah, you're right, bro. But I was surprised. I was shocked that he was that aggressive, when he towards the end of the game when he got they stole the ball, got the pass going down the court, and he kept it. Usually it'd be like a hot potato in his hands. You're trying to get rid of it, get it to somebody who can shoot free throws.
Yeah.
He actually kept it.
His free throws kept Eytan from winning a bet.
Oh yeah, he was hot. I thought he pushed, but you didn't, huh?
Didn't you push at 7?
Yeah, I pushed. But
I'm
look,
saying if he hits one free throw, can he hit 1 out of 6 and get you to win?
Yes. Look, I understand that that's one way of looking at it, but the gate closed at 8. So I look at it like I survived.
Right.
I was the Philadelphia 76ers. I was the Brooklyn Nets this weekend. It was not pretty. It was not ugly.
Right.
But you know what? I didn't lose. That's how I looked at it, right? I didn't lose. No, you're right. I lost a couple to where, like the Jazz total, there were a couple that I was not happy with by any means over the weekend. Props were what saved me. But that was one where thankfully I had nothing on the Sixers outside of that 7. So yes, in hindsight, I could blame Ben Simmons for not being more aggressive. If I really wanted to come down on people, it's third eye blind LeBron James and Anthony Davis, who just phased and fizzled out. Remember that famous GIF on Twitter where that one dude is like, peace, and then he just disappears? That's who LeBron and Anthony Davis were simultaneously just out.
How did 3?
That's who I could be upset with.
How did Third Eye Blind get into this?
Because remember, he was blind and he had to hit that shot and he couldn't.
Oh, yeah, right. Yeah.
Come on, Harry.
Yeah, right.
Two gems. No, wait a second. I gave you Third Eye Blind in reference to him can't seeing anything and he had the third eye moving. And then I gave you that famous GIF where the dude says peace and then vanishes.
I've never seen that GIF.
I saw the Homer. I saw the Homer GIF when he goes back into the hedge.
No.
Oh yeah, Homer Simpson. That's a classic. Yeah.
But yeah, you're right, man. What? At what point do they want just this miraculous comeback and all right, you counted us out. You're counting us out, and that's when LeBron takes over, AD takes over, and then they go in and win the series and keep on going.
So you're saying they're doing this for drama, for
of course, man,
dramatic effect, just like when he hurt his shoulder
or his eye.
Yeah,
I'm just going to hit the middle one.
It's always something. I never saw that.
Me neither.
Are you serious?
Barrett's never seen it.
Never seen it before.
The famous. See ya. This is like as famous as the Homer fading back into the bushes.
I never saw that
before.
Oh yeah, that was Anthony Davis right there. Oh man, DeAndre Ayton. See ya. I mean, my goodness.
That was also the Washington Capitals.
Out of the playoffs.
How about that? Boston wins 4 straight after dropping game 1.
And how about those totals?
They were all unders, weren't they?
All on one. One went. Oh, I think it was game 2 that went over, and I'm sure people flipped and went crazy and all that. But no, 4 of 5 hit under. I'm telling you,
5.5 every time.
Yep, Boston is an under bettor's dream. Not a bedwetter's dream, under bettor's dream. There's a difference there.
No, the bedwetter is Connor McDavid and the Edmonton Oilers.
What happened?
He hasn't scored.
No,
and they're down 3-0, about to get swept tonight by the peg.
That would be like Joel Embiid going scoreless in like a half, and the Sixers losing a game, and you're like, really? I mean, it's extrapolated across for hockey there, but anything and everything that happened over the weekend, including the man behind you there and Phil Mickelson. I mean, there was a ton of different stuff. Now, I'm sure you were glued to this more so than anything else.
Yeah.
As far as the Sixers, 1:00, so you probably had to switch over at like 2:30.
I stayed with the Sixers until the end, and then I went to the golf.
You know what, Barrett? I have to be honest. As much as we come down on Harry for being very rigid and in his ways,
right?
I am more impressed with that.
Yeah.
Than anything.
I didn't even have the double TV going. It was one TV, and it was all Sixers until the end of the game, and the very end of the game, and then I flipped to the golf because I had it DVR'd.
Come on, are you serious, man?
Yes.
This is truthful.
This is absolute fact.
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah.
I'm proud of you,
fact,
bro.
At my course yesterday, I was the one who put the Sixers game on the television sets.
Wow.
At 1:00. I just grabbed the remote.
I was outside opening my pool, and I set my alarm for 1:00. And as soon as 1:00 hit, I went right in, washed off, and watched the game.
You don't have anything set up where you can watch it in the pool?
No, man.
You need an outdoor TV, bro.
Well, you know what? I've already ordered that. I got it. It's sitting. I'm just now getting to the backyard, so all I have to do is put it up. But there's so much stuff I got to do before I get it. Like I got to put the tops on my my cabana houses and all that stuff. I got to do first before I do that. It's a process. Man. This weekend is a big weekend, and now all my kids coming to cuss me out. Dad, the pool's not done yet. The top is still on the pool. So yesterday I had to take the top off the pool, throw some chemicals in there, because I have a salt pool.
You got to
throw some chemicals in there, get it going, get it going. So on Saturday they can come bring their friends to eat my food.
Right. You got it coming at you on all sides, Barrett. You are just getting bombarded from everybody in your life, including me and Eytan.
Yeah. Like, do you have a shelter?
Just add on.
Do you have an underground area where you could just go for like an hour as the bombs hit?
No,
bang,
no.
Bang.
And there's so many little things that that go unnoticed that just like I don't have a kitchen. The kitchen is not done. The guys are supposed to be here right now putting in the cabinets. Where are they at? I don't know. I just went outside and saw these guys out there, cutting the grass in their neighbor's yard. I said, "Hey, man, I'll give you $70. Come cut my yard." That's
70?
how far back. Yeah.
Wow.
I said, "That's how far
70
back I am. I let somebody else cut
feet.
my yard."
No, that's
You know
steep.
what I'm saying?
Come on.
That's a
No,
lot.
it's not. I mean, no. With all the stuff they had to do.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's about 70. I was surprised they didn't try to make me go higher. I'm like, no, it's 70. So they just
Wow.
finished, man. So I'm feeling good about that because
Okay.
they cut and lined the backyard and everything. So I'm good with that.
Mhm.
All I gotta do, little things I gotta do now. But I don't have a kitchen, so how am I supposed to cook? I have been living like a Viking off an air fryer, a fryer, a microwave, and I have those the little griddle outside,
Mhm.
and I got a griddle that I can cook on. That's how I've been living, man.
All right. So here's the thing. Like, this would be a show if you could find a way to just put them all in one area, like the corner of a room, like a big corner of a room, or maybe the garage, right, where there's ventilation. And you put some sort of background. It could just be like splash tile or something along those lines. We'll get a sign that says Barrett something, or like, cooking with Brooks or something along the lines. And the whole show is you using these things. Like, it's not some fancy kitchen.
Right.
You have Gordon Ramsay whipping something up, right, from scratch. No, it's you like using a griddle. It's like, hey, man, I'm out of space on the griddle. Let me go over here real quick to the hood of the car. I've had the car running for about 45 minutes right now, and it's hot enough. The muffler is facing out right now, so there's no CO2. There's nothing to worry about that. Just fry that egg real quick, wait 2 seconds, flip it, back on the griddle. Now let's see what's going on over here on the foreman, right? I mean,
Bro,
moving stuff.
you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go, in one of our breaks, I'm going to run downstairs. I'm going to take a video of what I'm working with, and I'm going to come back upstairs and send it to you.
Oh, we want to see that. Yeah, we need to see that.
You give me the right person to pitch that to, where you currently are at NBC Sports Philadelphia, and let's go from there.
I mean, anybody can cook something up good on a Viking stove. There's top of the line Viking stoves, man. Barrett's dealing with, he's got like a little, like one of those little hibachis. You need all the little, but like what do you call it? What's the damn Farberware? You remember the old Farberware?
Yes.
Got to use one of those too.
I mean, George Foreman, whatever.
The Foreman grill. That's another.
I'm trying to think of new stuff. I feel like I'm on one of those trips, where you have the RV, and I feel like I'm RVing at home, bro. And I mean,
then you got
this is crazy.
This lady come into the shot yelling at you. Where's my Percocets,
bro? No, she knows where they are, and I've still yet to get a Percocet, bro. She will not give me not one.
Wow.
She's got them timed out, and if I took one, she would know because I'm trying to wean myself off. I got 2 for when I go and do my workout. When I go to my PT,
physical therapy,
yeah. So I got 2 for that, and I got 2 for when I go home at night. If I was to take one, bro, oh my good, you'd hear it all the way in Pennsylvania.
We would definitely know it. Here's the best piece of advice I can give her: save some of those for when you're better. Seriously.
Save something when she's better.
Absolutely. Just save a couple for when you're all better, because it hits just a little different when you're not using it to kill pain.
You speak from experience.
Absolutely. Okay? There's no law that I'm breaking there by any means in any capacity. So,
you know what's crazy, man? My first couple of years in the league, I mean, I used to hand them out like they were candy, bro. Percocets.
When you'd walk in.
Yeah. Oh man, it was crazy because it used to be like a white envelope, and it'd be volume or Percocet, whatever it was, man. They just give it to us. They just hand it out. I'm like, what is this? They just take it, and like a dummy, I was just taking it.
I only took one when I destroyed my ankle. One.
That's all.
Yep.
You didn't save any from when you were better?
I gave him to a buddy of mine who eats some like Tic Tacs.
I didn't realize that Martinez was
not
all
Martinez.
up on Oxy like that. Jesus.
No. I didn't want to get addicted to it.
No, it's easy.
So I took one, and that was it.
I mean, look at
you're a trooper.
Yeah,
a trooper. Fingernail. All right. So before we break, let's listen to this, as we had 2 major moments over the weekend. We'll start in the NBA, end with golf.
Here is Young, finds his spot. Young on the floater, puts it in. Trae Young with a miraculous shot.
Unbelievable.
A dagger.
Unbelievable. And the Hawks are the Hawks. Trae Young is one of the most prolific scorers in the league. Again, just to kind of go back to what I'm saying about the Knicks, I don't have a problem with their game plan. I mean,
None whatsoever. Yep.
It was below 80s going into the fourth quarter. Mm-hmm. The only problem that I had, honestly, with that game last night, was that if Julius Randle just had a little bit better of a first half, then you're not worried about Trae Young in that moment because your strategy works because Trae gets 50 and you're still down by 10 at that point. So I'm not fading. I'm still riding the Knicks in this series. I still think they win this series, maybe in 6 now, but I had them winning in 5 ahead of time, and I'm not even wavering from that, guys.
But you know what really pissed me off?
Outside of me losing that bet, what?
Well, yeah, but
Trae Young killed me more than anything, guys.
No, you know what killed me? Alec Burke.
Well,
Alec Burke was on our roster last year, and it took him for 27.
Well, look, Alec Burks had one of the games of his lives, but should have been listening on his fantasy show I was doing, bro, because we were handing Burks out like Oprah was handing out gifts.
How about that Brooks kid from Memphis?
Dylan Brooks, yeah.
What are we doing?
A lot of minutes. All right, this is the other moment, and we'll talk about this when we get back, because this, I know, is the only way, Barrett, if we keep sprinkling this in, is the only way we're going to keep Harry focused on this show.
Here it is. Biggest moment of a legendary career. Phil defeats Father Time.
Unbelievable. TNT, CBS, we're back on the network, the JAKIB Media YouTube page. Like, subscribe, share, hit the notification bell so you're not showing up late and missing shows. And if you see new people in here, this is really all we ask you on the stream, right? Just remind them of the same thing. We're back in 3. It's the middle.
If you missed any of today's show on the JAKIB Media channel, listen to the podcast on your way home. Available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
In the Wildwoods, our free beaches are spacious and welcoming with plenty of room to spread out. Your seat will be waiting for you when you're ready to visit. The Wildwoods, creating cherished family memories for generations.
Attention women of South Jersey and the Delaware Valley. Sign up right now with Our Lady NRA instructor Nayara Andrzak, who will teach you gun safety as part of this 3-hour safety class, which is being held at Delaware Valley Sports Center in Philadelphia. For information, drop an email to info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. That's info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. Learn the fundamentals at Delaware Valley Sports Center. You can't miss.
Are you looking for a place to track your action, purchase picks, and share your sports betting analysis with the gambling community? Check out Book It Sports, a social media platform with an unparalleled experience catered for the sports betting community. On the Book It Sports app, you can track all your NFL, NBA, and college basketball picks while getting real-time updates and injury reports all in one convenient place. Start building your following today and stand out amongst your friends by downloading the Book It Sports app on the Apple and Google Play stores. Let's cash some tickets and put it on Book It.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. Doc and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
Mickelson opened 50-1 at the U.S. Open. It's now down to 40-1.
No way.
I just text you.
Yeah, I got it. I'm going to email it. I just emailed it to myself. I wouldn't bet him now for a little bit, right?
Well, he's won there 3 times, but not on that setup. I mean, it's going to be, different setup. He hasn't won there since 2011. That would be the story. He can win that. complete the career grand slam, back-to-back majors at the age of 50, that would be unbelievable.
Enough to.
And Harry May.
For grandson players.
All right, we've got this video here. Cooking with Brooks.
No, or lack thereof.
Now, there's no cursing in this, right?
No.
Like your grandson's not dropping a random F-bomb or something?
No.
Okay.
Hey, man, something funny, man. When I was on the plane, we were flying back, and my grandson was sitting there. And when we landed, it was like a rough landing. And this little kid in the back said, "Oh, wow."
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
An S-bomb?
Yeah.
Yeah.
S-bomb, I mean, loud.
Right.
I'm like, whoa. I look at my grandson, you better not.
All right, here it is. This is the video. Now, this is your area, right?
Yes, this is my cooking. This is actually we call it a sitting room. That's where we got we usually watch TV by the kitchen.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my grandson sitting there. He's playing with his cars on the table. That guy's a cooking. That right there. That's what you call a one of those not air fryer, but a
crock pot.
Oh, no, is
pressure
that
cooker?
Pressure cooker, yeah. Pressure cooker.
Well,
got a pressure
aren't
cooker.
they all
One
the same thing?
Yeah, they are. I guess.
I guess you're right. I guess the first thing you said is different.
That's a pressure cooker.
All right, so what are these devices now, Barrett? He's got the pressure cooker. You got to have a crock pot, right?
Yep. That's a pressure cooker / crock pot.
Okay.
Then I got the one eye in the back.
Not the third eye.
Not the third. Not the LeBron eye.
The Foreman grill.
Yeah.
Right.
And no, I didn't get the Foreman grill.
No?
You'll see. Watch the push play. Now watch this.
Hold on.
I'm living like a Viking, man. Just letting you guys know. This is like not even cleaned up, bro. I'm just letting y'all know.
No? Okay. Hold on. What do you mean by I had to stop it real quick? What do you mean by not cleaned up? Meaning like there are
like we got pots in different areas and pots and bags, because we don't have a kitchen at all.
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have nothing. There's nothing in the kitchen. Nothing.
Okay.
There is no kitchen. All we have is a floor down.
Okay, I misunderstood. Here we go.
Yeah, nothing but the floor down.
I don't know why I can't get
What is going on here?
I don't know. I got it to play before, but now I can't. Boy.
I hate to do it to you.
Yeah.
I'm telling you.
I was just playing the video. Like, I'm just trying to play the video. It won't play for some reason. Is something on? What did you shoot it on? An iPhone?
No.
You sure? Okay. Right.
Who washes the dishes in your house?
You'll see that too.
Is that your job too?
No, I mean whoever.
Okay.
Whoever.
Oh, okay.
Who's ever right there? Wash the dishes.
Let's see if we can get this up here and running now. By all means, you can still.
This is a high-tech operation. This
and you know what?
Show.
I don't know.
A lot of people.
I can't get this thing to run. I'll find a different way to do it. That's fine.
But guys, as I'm saying, a lot of people don't believe the story. But when I tell stories, these are like true to life stories, like real stories. I mean, these stories are like what actually happened in my life.
Mm-hmm.
Like I tell people all the time, I played with Harbaugh in Detroit,
mm-hmm.
and I'm at NFL Films, and I'm doing the playbook with Baldy and Sterling,
mm-hmm.
and I tell a story. Yeah, man, I played with Harbaugh when he was with me in the Detroit Lions. So instantly, guys in there look up. He was never with the Lions. I said, yes, I played with him at the Lions. He's like, he was never with the Lions. So we finally caught Barrett in a lie. He lied. I said, okay, y'all can think I'm lying if you want to. 6-7 months later, we're at the combine, not the combine, the combine, and I'm interviewing coaches, and as coaches are walking by, coach walks up. I say, Harbaugh. This is when he was the head coach of with the 49ers. He's like, BB, what's up? I was like, chilling, man. Hey, you remember we were in Detroit? He turned around just like this. I was in Detroit, wasn't I? Yeah, I was there for about 2 months, a cup of coffee. You're right. That's where I knew you from, BB. I'm like, yeah, that's where I know. And till they told him that they didn't believe me. They believe everything else, but they didn't believe that story. They thought they caught me in a lie, and they had to show him right then and there that I did play with him in Detroit.
So was this after he was with the Ravens, before San Diego, or was this after San Diego?
No, this is he's coaching Michigan, John Harbaugh.
You mean Jim Harbaugh?
I mean Jim Harbaugh. I'm sorry,
Yeah,
Jim.
no, but Jim Harbaugh was. You're talking about when he was a player.
Yes.
Right. I'm asking you, was it after he was with the Chargers? Because he was with the Chargers till he was like 37 years old.
I think so.
Okay.
Oh, no,
so
just before he went there.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Now, this is like 2000 or 2000 or 99. It's either 99 or 2000, one of the two.
Okay. Well, that was when he was wrapping up his career with the Chargers.
Yeah.
So he must have ducked in there for a little bit, and then they cut him, right?
Yeah.
No, he left.
Oh, he left? Okay.
He left.
Wow.
They didn't cut him. He left. He said, I'm not good with this. Plus, Bobby Ross at that time was losing the team, and that's when he quit.
Right.
Quit on us.
That place was a mess.
It was horrible, bro. Horrible.
Yeah. Are they ever going to figure it out, that organization?
Well, they got Dan Campbell there now.
Yeah.
He's talking about
bringing lions to practice
and taking knees out.
Right. Yeah.
Well,
I don't know. Is Eytan going to get this video going or what?
No. For some reason, it's not working here on this end. So I was just looking at this, though. Phil Mickelson, 300. Bet Rivers took a bet, $300 when Mickelson was at plus 10,000.
Wow.
Yeah. $30,000 win right there. Just looking at a lot of people lost money on that Trae Young shot too.
Mm-hmm.
Big time. Knicks were heavy public favorites, 75% of the public money, and yet still it shifted to cross over right before tip, like 2 hours before tip.
Think about all the money they lost in the Utah Jazz.
Yeah. No Donovan Mitchell. He's pissed off apparently. Apparently, Donovan Mitchell is not happy that the Jazz sat him out last night. And Aaron Rodgers. That's not a Freudian slip.
I just tried to email it.
All right, let me see. I'll be right
If you missed any of today's show on the JAKIB Media channel, listen to the podcast on your way home. Available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull Beef Jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
In the Wildwoods, our free beaches are spacious and welcoming with plenty of room to spread out. Your seat will be waiting for you when you're ready to visit. The Wildwoods, creating cherished family memories for generations.
Attention women of South Jersey and the Delaware Valley. Sign up right now with Our Lady NRA instructor Nayara Andrzak, who will teach you gun safety as part of this 3-hour safety class, which is being held at Delaware Valley Sports Center in Philadelphia. For information, drop an email to info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. That's info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. Learn the fundamentals at Delaware Valley Sports Center. You can't miss.
Are you looking for a place to track your action, purchase picks, and share your sports betting analysis with the gambling community? Check out JAKIB Sports, a social media platform with an unparalleled experience catered for the sports betting community. On the JAKIB Sports app, you can track all your NFL, NBA, and college basketball picks while getting real-time updates and injury reports all in one convenient place. Start building your following today and stand out amongst your friends by downloading the JAKIB Sports app on the Apple and Google Play stores. Let's cash some tickets and put it on Book It.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
I really wanted to see that video.
I just sent it to him again, so hopefully he gets it, man. Well, I say, man, I'm living like a Viking. I am definitely living like a Viking, bro.
Wow.
This is The Middle on the Sports Map Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
Hey, Trey, the FU chants were pretty loud up here, but how loud were they for you on the court? And then, what was going on through your mind, and what did it feel like when you were able to put your finger to your mouth and basically say, "Shut up"?
Yeah, I don't want to keep talking about this chant. It's fans chant whatever they want to chant. We're gonna let them say whatever. But really, it's it is what it is. I've made the play. Like I said, I always remember everything. So
yeah, I'm a little upset because here's the thing. That's Trae Young, of course, talking about the Garden, which I don't know how full it was or not, and all the capacity, if you will. But those chants were really loud.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm a little disappointed because on a day in which Philadelphia 76ers fans made themselves known with the 50% capacity here, and it's sounding very loud at times, how on a day in which there were going to be chants, FU chants, if I were to set odds ahead of time and say, where are the loudest FU chants going to be at whom?
Yeah.
It would clearly be minus 1,000. Philadelphia, Russell Westbrook.
Right.
Yes.
Right.
And
that
you know what? Go ahead, Aaron.
That was the double bird guy. Remember, wasn't he doing that to Russell
Yes, he
Westbrook
was.
when
Yeah,
he played
yeah.
for Oklahoma City, right?
The doctor. Yeah, it was a doctor, wasn't
He was a doctor.
Yeah.
Right.
That's right. Not from East Town, but from the main line.
Right.
Right. Yeah.
Polar opposite for everybody watching Mayor.
Right.
My goodness. No, that's the thing.
That guy should ring the bell.
Well, you know what?
The double bird guy.
Here, right?
We interviewed him on Breakfast on Broad.
Did you?
Yeah, we interviewed him. Yeah, he was on the show. And he was a doctor, like a well-known doctor also.
Right.
Prominent on the main line or something like that.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Huge season ticket holder, all of that. But that's what I mean. And you know what it comes back to? It comes back to the defensive effort that was put on Russell Westbrook, because you know damn well that if Russ was cooking and if Westbrook was going off at all at any point yesterday, then the fans would scream that. But Simmons and Thibault and company, they didn't give him a chance. So as disappointed as I am, I recognize it came as a result of the play on the floor.
Well, you know what? A big thing is coaching, man. We went 11 deep. The Sixers went 11 deep.
Yeah, how about that? They played 11 guys in that game.
Are you kidding me?
Yep.
11 deep in the playoffs? That's unheard of.
Yeah.
You stick to the guys that you know are going to produce for you. So evidently he's that trusting in 11 guys.
Yeah, but
That's
do you
deep in
think
the
this
bench.
happens once they play Brooklyn or the Bucks? Because I don't.
It has to.
No,
because
I don't
these
think
guys,
so.
the guys that came in were not coming in to give offense, with the exception of Shake Milton. Those guys that came in because of their defensive prowess.
Well, that's
I
all
will
they
in
have.
those guys.
Like think about it. That's all they have.
Right. So why would you not think they're going to do that against the Nets? They need defense out. They need to stop people as opposed to score.
No, not that's not how you beat Brooklyn, though. Like nobody beats Brooklyn that way. You beat Brooklyn by just
outscoring them. Yeah.
Right. And the problem is that Brooklyn was horrific yesterday, or when was it? Saturday. Brooklyn was awful. That's what scares me the most.
And they still won.
If you look at, like, Boston should have won that game by at least double digits, and instead they slept walk through that game, and they still do it. And that's what I'm saying is I agree with you for the most part. You're right, which is these guys. And look, Doc, I think, has the let's be fair here to Barrett's point. Doc has the luxury, should have the luxury of going 10, 11 deep for the first two rounds. Taking on right now Washington, taking on the winner of Atlanta and New York. You should be able to have that luxury in most games to go 10, 11 deep. And maybe you can prepare kids to play against Brooklyn, but that's where I come back and swing back where I think Harry made that point, which is you're going to have Irving, Durant, and Harden out there for 35-plus minutes at the same time, and you just can't rely on Shake Milton and
Maxey
and guys like that.
Yeah.
So that's where I think this is an interesting conversation, and the two dynamics meet deeper. But right now, look, the guy can go 15 deep.
Hey, you got to give him credit because when they were with the second team in there, they actually increased their lead.
Yeah.
Yesterday.
They have a good bench.
Yeah.
And, you know, I mean, Barrett's not pulling this out of his keister here. Like, they have a good bench. Doc has had it trusted him. And part of what they were doing closing this season out, I know it took forever finally beating Orlando,
yeah.
But, yeah, part of what they were doing was working Maxey for max minutes and working these guys. And he does have trust 10, 11 deep. I just don't know. And maybe we're not there yet, but I just don't know about Brooklyn and Milwaukee then. Look, that Brooklyn game. Oh, but that's all. I think right now, yeah, why not go 11 deep?
I just think, I still think that you're going to have some stop because they're not going to stop you. They're just going to let you run and they're going to let you score. But you got to stop them a little bit. You got to slow them down a little bit. I mean, if you allow Harden to go out there and he not only fills it up for like 30, but he also has 12 assists.
Yeah.
That's where the problem lies. Because I mean, he's a facilitator now,
those
which
three
makes
guys
him even more dangerous.
Were horrendous from the 3-point line.
Yeah.
They were like 5 for 24 from 3, those 3 guys.
Wow.
I'm telling you, they were 8 of 34 overall.
Mm-hmm.
Right? They were
those guys shot 24 of them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Here's another thing, too, because we always look at the big 3, but Blake Griffin, Jeff Green, there are other guys on that team who are contributing nothing down low. They were 4 of 15 on shots inside the paint.
Blake Griffin scored 1 point in 20 minutes.
They still scored 104 points with all of that.
I know.
That just, like I said, there is something about Milwaukee gets by on a team that just has their number. I'm not taking anything big from that. It's more like, and I guess this does apply a lot in sports, where it's like, man, that team did everything they possibly could to lose. And they still won, but not in a last-second bucket, not in a Hail Mary.
They won by 11.
Yes.
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
Scary.
This Sixers Nets series needs to happen. That's all.
Yeah, I don't want Milwaukee to ruin this.
No, me neither.
I do.
Do you? No.
Oh, heck yeah, man. Because Kyrie, man, he's the X factor, man. Kyrie's the X factor. Kyrie's gonna light you up, man, regardless. He's gonna get his. He's gonna take his. I think, man, we have no one to really stop him. I mean, we know KD, but he's a volume guy. But I mean, Kyrie Irving controls the game. It's going up and down because he's going up and down. He gets the ball and he's pushing it every single time he gets the rock, bro. And if we can stop him, we got to slow him down some type of way.
I don't know, man. You look
at
how bad it was for everybody. They still, I guess Harden was the lone man out, but they were still around 30 each. So
I want to be
what you're gonna have, right?
I want to be a Giannis man so bad. I need him, man. I need him. Give me everything you got, bro. Because I mean, I don't want to face the Nets.
Brooklyn,
I don't want to face them, bro.
Yeah, Joe Harris plus 22 on the day. Wow.
Yeah,
and
how about that?
Awful. I mean, this team was brutal. There's something.
I didn't watch that game.
Yeah, it was tough to watch because Brooklyn, like Boston, I don't know. Boston doesn't do it for me. Boston doesn't carry even without Jaylen Brown.
Oh, no Brown, yeah.
Yeah, it's a tough watch. Tatum is Tatum, but if he's not dropping 50 and there's everybody yelling and screaming, they're just another bad basketball team. So when the Nets were playing down, it was a struggle. I mean, you had to have a couple of live in-game bets or maybe a prop or 2 in order to be sucked into that game for sure. not a fun one.
So you needed to bet it just to watch it.
If you did ahead of time, then you were still in there, right?
Wow.
I mean, the starters got just it doesn't make sense. It does not make sense that the starters got run off the floor. It doesn't make sense that Kevin Durant dropped over 30 points the day that he had. Like, none of the Nets don't make sense. And that's what scares me. in an NBA season right now that's wide open, right? We saw Utah last night, Denver earlier, although they don't have Murray, who's clearly a huge component of it. That's why I love the Sixers coming in, where it was just you get by Brooklyn, everything's wide open. The Lakers are clearly not the Lakers right now. There's just, I don't know, man, something about Brooklyn that does not make sense, and that bothers me.
It's hard to go serious with him because you can't concentrate on just one thing to stop.
Yeah.
And that's the biggest thing. What do you stop? How do you stop? Which direction? Who do you double team? You know, who do you want to stop? I think it's Kyrie because Durant's going to get his.
Yeah.
He's going to get his.
Well, so you talked about Donovan Mitchell, and now are the Jazz forced to play him in game 2 since they lost game 1?
Well, the headline is that he's frustrated, upset.
Right. He's been out a while with that ankle.
Yeah, he's sat out like the last 16 games or so. And now Mitchell is reportedly angry at the Jazz and this was a late call. I was doing a show leading up to it, and we were getting people ready for lineups. And this thing came out right before 6 o'clock.
Late scratch.
Yeah, what the hell? And yeah, you could understand if Mitchell was told during the day. Here's the thing. They win this game, it's not a headline. They win this game, it may be a story, but it's probably a story in Utah, and it's probably a story like the 5th or 6th headline on the NBA tab of your favorite sport website. It's not like leading as it is number 1 right now. You lose to Memphis at home, and yeah, it's going to be the top headline right now. I get that. Was there anything more you wanted to add?
There's no way that Memphis takes that series, though.
Look, without Donovan Mitchell, the Jazz are high. I know that they've had a sample size, but we've seen the myth of what the final quarter or third of a season can be if you look at that over the course of the postseason. Things tighten up. Ja Morant has the ball in his hands.
I love that kid.
Yeah, he's so much fun to watch. You mentioned Dylan Brooks, guys who have been playing quality minutes all year. And look, here's another thing, too, where you just don't have much. If you don't have Donovan Mitchell out there, you simply don't have any margin of error for Rudy Gobert, right? Like that's truly what's come down to now, which is, Valanciunas. Yeah, like he can't even have double-digit points.
He's
like,
the real Chunas.
He is the real Chunas. But, you have to take him out of the game. He has to be single-digit rebounds, single-digit points if you have to overcome that, because even if he had a double-double last night and he was involved, and it's like you have no margin of error if Spider's out, because otherwise you're allowing the big now to be a factor, and that's really the only true advantage you have outside of Joel Embiid is a center that should be able to erase people. So, look, man, I wouldn't be shocked. Denver, Utah, if we find a way talking about a game 7 and one of them out after the first round.
Yeah, I could definitely see Portland advance. They've been playing great basketball.
Yes, they have.
Yep.
It's hard to stop both guards.
You want Melo tonight? Let me tell you something. There isn't a prop bet I feel better than right now than going under 12.5 points for Carmelo Anthony.
Are you kidding me?
Oh, you watch.
As a veteran player, this is where he takes over. This is where they rely on him.
This is where the bets and the books take over. Everybody sees Carmelo Anthony explode. And you know what they see here, Barrett? They see a low number. And they think 12.5. He's going to go over that in the 2nd minute mark of the 2nd quarter. And you know what's going to happen? It's going to be a completely different game. The Nuggets are going to try and slow this thing down. Possessions. You watch, neither team will have 100 points halfway through the 4th. Everybody's going to be like, oh, my God. Dame and CJ will have minutes and points, but it'll be controlled. And we'll look up at Melo, and he's got 10 points on the floor. He's got 10 points with 3 or maybe 2.5 minutes to go. And I'm going to be texting you both like, I hate him. I hate him. I hate him. Until he misses that final 3. And I could say, woo, there we go.
So you're going
there
under.
It is.
That's my night, Barrett. There you go.
Wow. Sounds like fun.
Yeah. So that's
wow.
See, look into the mind of a bettor. See, that's what I'm looking at right now.
Just
see,
twisted.
I had no clue or even notion to think like that.
Mm-hmm.
None whatsoever.
It's coming. All right,
Me either.
On the network here, still live on the JAKIB Media YouTube page. Reminder: like, share, subscribe. You want to hit the notification bell so you're not missing anything that's going on here. From Birds 365 in the morning to Dan following us, and the middle right there, smack. Imagine that in the middle. We're back in 3 on Sports Map Radio. All right, man. I'm telling you, Carmelo.
Yeah, we had a situation this weekend.
What happened?
I see on the stream, Jeff Bruder is outing himself.
Wait a second. Not the situation.
No.
Okay, I thought he made an appearance.
No, he's somewhere in New Jersey. That
No, they're back at it. They're back in effect. Go ahead.
I saw that Jeff Bruder followed me on Twitter, and I'm like, what do you mean he followed me? That means he unfollowed me at some point.
All right.
So I immediately sent him a DM, and he said it was an accident, a pure oversight, but I immediately called him out on it. I don't miss a trick, Barrett. Like, what do you mean you unfollowed me? What?
Bro, I actually got in trouble, man, on Friday for not being on social media again. I try, man, but
by who?
By my bosses at NBC.
Oh, really? So they want you on there?
Yes, they do, and they're getting indignant about it also.
Wow.
Yeah. So I'm like, I'm looking at my yard, my backyard, and then I'm looking at Twitter. I look at my backyard. I look at Twitter. I go to my backyard. That's where I go. So I got to get. You got to get on me a little bit, man. I appreciate you getting on me a little bit, man. Tell me I got to get with this, bro. I got to get with it.
Well,
they sent Amy Fadul after me.
No way.
What do you mean?
Amy, she's like my she's my
moral compass.
Yeah, she tries to push me in the right direction. So I got a call from her. Now, B, you got to get on Twitter now.
What do they want you tweeting?
What
do they want you tweeting?
Anything involved with NFL.
Because you're the verified account until Barrett, Harry, and I can get verified, and you're less likely to be caught up in the algorithm. So although Harry has more followers than you, the reality is that Twitter will prioritize your tweets first.
Yeah, I keep losing followers.
Exactly. And
hundreds.
People that are verified will see your stuff as well, Barrett. Therefore, I'm telling you, Fadul's a smart individual. She understands it.
Yeah, that's why I say they send her to me all the time. Yeah.
We should get Amy on.
Anytime.
We should get a lot of your
let me text her. Let me text her, see if she can come on. When you guys want on today? Tomorrow?
I don't care. It's up to Harry.
All right.
Do live show prep. I got to get these props in.
Props and locks.
Under Mello, under Joker tonight. The Joker's at 30.5 points. Are you kidding me?
You're going under?
Absolutely. I'm smoking that under. Smoking. I might go under Nurkic too, to be honest with you. He's at 14.5. I tell you, this is the total's at 227.
You going under there?
Yeah, I think this is an under game. I really do. Oh, we need Chris Franklin on to give us that.
Oh yeah, the smooth jazz sound of Chris Franklin.
He and Ray Koob.
Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
All right, I have a question for you. It's a trivia question. And I know that both of you, I even think Ron Culver knows the answer to this one, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pretty simple one. Over the last 13 years in Major League Baseball, who is the worst team offensively after being up by 2+ runs? Over the last 13 seasons, which team is the worst on the list when it comes to how good you can be, meaning they are awful offensively after getting up 2+ runs?
I'll take a stab at the Philadelphia Phillies.
What was that little Let's go to a Pat rally. Hey, Pat. Is that
that came up this weekend on the golf course.
Good.
There was many of imitations of Russo yesterday.
I'm just that you just hit us with the as we were talking through it.
Philadelphia Phillies.
Yes, of course it's the Philadelphia Phillies.
Yeah.
Matt Gell provided it. Jason Stark quoted the tweet. I mean, what the hell? 186 with a 277 slugging percentage while holding a 2-run lead or better. It's not just the bullpen. That's atrocious. Let's go, Ted.
I am so out on the Phillies.
Yeah, good.
Okay, I don't care if Barrett wears a full uniform. I am not going to pay attention to the Philadelphia Phillies.
By the way, that was perfect timing on the break of the network.
Yeah, we got to congratulate ourselves. I put this out over the weekend. We just surpassed 5,000 subscribers.
Yes. Thank you, everybody.
Didn't take very long.
Woo! That's amazing here. So
it is, man.
Continue as you see new people pop in. That's the big thing. Just help us. That's really what we ask, right?
But I was disappointed to find out.
Ash will tweet for me.
That Kwame Brown's YouTube channel has 163,000 subscribers.
Well,
wow. He just started.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's because he's coming in there as Kwame Brown, Mr. Meltdown.
It's called Bust Life, his YouTube channel.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
Bust Life?
Bust Life. I actually went to it today. He just rips people.
He said, I'm tired of getting ripped. I'm going to start ripping.
Yeah.
That is, bruh.
He was ripping Charlemagne the God.
Oh, he's killing him.
Yeah,
he's killing him.
Yeah.
Stephen A. He's killing Stephen A.
Yep.
Oh, man, he's ripping him apart, bro. He won. He won. Pure point blank, he won. He won. He probably got millions of dollars for wanting him to get a podcast going.
Yeah, it's amazing because I haven't thought about Kwame Brown in 10 years.
No,
me neither. No, it's been 15 for me.
Yeah,
because I didn't care to look at him when he was playing. So I mean, I wasn't a Michael Jordan GM type of guy. He didn't really woo me over then. So I wasn't really paying attention to what he had going on during that time period.
Jeff Bruder says, I thought Dolly Parton would have the YouTube channel called Bust Life.
Not bad. That's not bad at all. And that work too, right? You can't do like, I don't know, who would be the famous porn star that you would go to, Harry, with like, the 36 double E that she's not having a YouTube channel. Dolly Parton works because she's actually having that YouTube channel.
Right.
She's not showing anything. It's just life.
Dollywood, man.
Yeah, it's just life with Dolly. Walking around like that. That's not bad. Not bad. I like it.
Kwame said, I'm just a country boy. You guys keep saying my name. Well, I got something to tell y'all then. I mean, he went off.
Yeah.
He talked about everything. I mean, you name it. He was, I can't, man. I hate to do it to, what's his name with the curly hair? What was he calling them? Oh my goodness.
Who?
Barnes. I'm trying to think what he was calling Matt Barnes.
Oh. I'm like,
I forget what he was calling him.
Well, he says a lot of words we can't say on this, show.
Right.
That's
oh, he called him Becky with the pretty hair. Becky with the good hair. Becky with the good hair. Becky with the good hair. He's been killing them, man. He's killing them. Oh man, he got into him with because Derek Fisher and his ex-wife are together, man. And he's been killing them about that, man. He been killing them. I mean, really killing them. Becky with the good hair. That's classic, man. He is. Woo.
The hella good hair. And apparently Charlemagne apologized to Kwame Brown now.
Yeah, because he talked about his family.
Yeah, I mean, it's ridiculous.
Men in his family are killers, killing their spouses and all that type of stuff. Just start bringing up stuff from, saying that, you shouldn't mess with him because his family been known to go crazy and just be killing women.
Oh, he said that on the radio?
No, he said that his father killed his wife or something like that, and the only reason they called him, he came back to pick his check up. I mean, he went off on him. I'm like,
wow,
come on, man, come on now.
He could get sued for that.
Right. But then Charlemagne sent a cease and desist or whatever, cease and something.
Cease and desist order. Yeah.
Cease and desist order.
That means stop it.
Right. I'm talking about him.
Right.
Yeah. He's like, man, and he went off again on him.
He's got 182,000 followers or subscribers now. This thing's going through the roof.
Hey, man, he hated to do it to him, but he won it.
Well, that's the thing. It's probably not going to last. Is Kwame Brown going to be a repeat source of content?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, evidently, they love what he had to say. Everything he has to say.
Yeah, but after this whole beef just finally fizzles out, what else does he have?
That's what I'm saying.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
People are going to be sitting there like, all right, when's the next show?
Right.
And then that's going to be like, man, I'm out.
But then he started getting into other stuff. You know, he started talking about LeBron James. How LeBron James able to go out and have fun, but then, you know, you turn around and let other people, you know, they go to Magic City and, you know, go have a good steak and the chicken wings, and, you know, they get suspended for a game. But look, LeBron's able to go out to a party.
Right.
And, LeBron was violated the protocols, the COVID protocols of the league, and nothing happened to him.
Exactly.
They caught that L. That's probably what the league did in response. Like, look, we can't punish him. We might as well keep those Suns from winning the game.
But you can't do that, though, man. I mean, you gonna suspend Mo, but you can't suspend him.
Right. Well, that's the thing. Is you're right. You can't do it. I'm more than happy to push this conspiracy theory that the league is unable to punish LeBron. So instead, they
didn't.
That's what I'm saying. So instead, he lost that game. They made sure he lost that game.
And you, my friend, are caught.
They slipped DeAndre Ayton something.
The middle starts now on the SportsMap Radio Network.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage. Home loans that fit your life. Rocket can.
Live from the O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios, here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
Let's go to a Pat rally. Hey, Pat, Knicks down by Trae Young. Good thing that we got the win here. Otherwise, can you imagine what Philadelphia would have been like if Bradley Beal poured in another 60 points
or if Russ went off
all over the place.
Oh, they'd be heading for the bridges, Eytan.
Yeah, I know. Things are good right now here.
It would be an easy show for us, wouldn't it?
Uh-huh.
Oh, it'd have been very easy.
Well, no, it would be an easy show if you have to light up the phones.
Yeah. Well, here's the thing. Easy in that regard if the Sixers lose, but since they win, it's kind of like from the phone-driven stuff I've seen, going back to the well of Ben Simmons and how confident people are in Ben Simmons moving forward.
Who should ring the bell for game 2 or game 3?
Pat Croce is
4,
game 2.
whatever.
Now it's game 5.
Oh, game 5 would be the next one. Yeah.
Now you'd have to look at game 5. Maybe it's gritty.
Is there a game 5?
I hope not. There shouldn't be.
Right.
If they did if they do what they did in the way in which they did it, they did he? Against Russell Westbrook.
Right.
Then this series is over in 4.
Cobb doesn't think there's going to be a game 5.
No, over in 4. No, but our easy show would be just spending the rest of the day on whether or not the Eagles are going to be in the running for trading for either Deshaun Watson or now Aaron Rodgers, because that's the logical conclusion that everybody's going to reach right now that they find out that Rodgers has not reported to OTAs. Oh my God, it's Aaron Rodgers.
Right.
I mean, Susan Waldman better be there waiting for his return.
Is that what NBC Sports Philly is wanting Barrett to tweet about?
Well,
Aaron Rodgers to the Eagles?
That's what they want me to tweet about. I'm not tweeting that. I'm not going out there and saying,
tell him, Barrett, you tweeted our show.
Yeah, but there's no way we get either one of those players. We're not ready to bring in a player like that yet.
Well, I got draft picks, though.
Yeah.
Now's
the time, man. They got 3 first-rounders potentially.
They got 2 in a possible.
Yeah.
It's coming. It's coming.
2 in a possible.
Kevin Kincaid beat you to it. Maybe not. Maybe Kincaid listened and stole content from us. I'm not sure. We have to go to the tail of the tape. Coming up next, all here on the middle. Keep it here, JAKIB Media YouTube page. Kincaid put this out 3 minutes ago.
What?
Trying to make a list of 100 possible bell ringers for the Sixers, but currently stuck at 71. Okay, so maybe he's been working on this. Just added Joe Cordell and Steven Singer to the list.
Steven Singer.
Yeah.
The Rose.
I thought it's I hate
Gold
Steven
Rose.
Singer.
It is.
Yeah.
The gold rules.
Yeah,
guy.
yeah. He had Pokemon in here, right, on this list. Kate Winslet. I'd love to see her dressed as Mare, in a flannel shirt, walking out there and slamming a bell.
Yeah. I'm about.
So who's ringing it? This
Pat Croce.
Pat Croce. That's why I'm.
He's a pirate now. He loves pirates.
Oh yeah, he's got the pirate museum.
Yeah, that's why he went down to Tampa in that area and all.
Yeah, so
a lot of business down there.
I'm looking for a house down there, man. I want to get it like a summer house or something down there.
Well, who rang the bell for game 1?
Was it AI?
I don't know.
No.
You sure?
I don't know.
I tell you, anything that Croce's involved in, I am smashing.
Why is that, man?
76. He just has the magic touch.
Yeah.
He comes back and rings the bell. The Sixers going to win by 15, 16 points.
I agree.
Yep.
He's got the guy who flipped the double bird to Russell Westbrook in here as a possible bell ringer. Kincaid.
Oh, I guess
Dikembe, they're saying. Mutombo.
Yeah, Mutombo, yeah.
Yeah. I know he was there, so I guess he rang the bell.
I don't know. Are you ready to go heavy?
Because B. West was sitting with him.
Yeah. I tell you,
That's right. That's right. I saw him take a picture with him. Yeah.
I forget.
What, Devontae Smith next? Oh, he already rang the bell.
We rang the bell when it was that morning show with me, Bob, Jamie, and Anthony.
Yeah.
I did too on Breakfast on Broad.
Right, I remember that. How about Jalen Hurts ring the bell or Nick Sirianni?
Look,
there we go.
Save these guys. Hold on a sec. You waste a Jalen Hurts in the first round, Harry? What's
No.
wrong?
I'm just saying future bell ringers.
Well,
for maybe like the Knicks series or something.
I think Hurts is more of an Eastern Conference.
You think so?
Yeah. Now, I think what you do here to preempt the great mind of Kevin Kincaid is we start building let's assume this thing goes 7 games. All right. Now this is something here. Let's assume right now, because you want to work in reverse. You always want to work in reverse.
Which series? The
I'm
Brooklyn
talking
series?
about the NBA Finals.
Oh,
right?
okay.
NBA. Now I get it. In the moment, you don't know if it's your last game, your last series, especially up against Brooklyn or Milwaukee. Granted, but let's look at this here. Sixers in the NBA Finals. Let's just say it goes 7 games. You're going to need now 4 NBA Finals worthy bell ringers.
Right.
That's not easy.
That's top level talent.
Yeah, I don't think you could bring back Ilya Brizgalov, Shelton, for that.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Live from Riley Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
You know, there is something to that. We were just talking about this in the break, and we remind you here as we're live on the JAKIB Media YouTube page where you can like, share, subscribe. We're back on Sports Map Radio, Philly Voice as well, about needing different levels of bell ringers. That's what they do before each game, home game in Philadelphia 76ers. Somebody comes out of note of some celebrity and rings the bell and everybody goes crazy. But there is something to it, especially in this area here, where maybe it's not Ilya Brizgalov, but if the Sixers balanced out the positive celebrity bell ringer with some sort of like hated player or figure, maybe it is Brizgalov. I just don't know if he's as popular enough to come back and be the sign of all of the fans, like hatred and vitriol and all. So it's like, I don't know, there would be some balance to that, but I'm telling you, you guys need an NBA Finals level of bell ringers in order to start worrying about who's going to ring the bell in the first round, because you don't want to waste Jalen Hurts this early. You just don't.
You want somebody hated?
No, I'm just throwing that as a side.
Don't you think they're kind of wasting Pat Croce?
Yeah. But I think Croce there's something about Croce, right? Croce's the guy that sits down at the roulette table and you build towers around him. Like,
well, right. Do you need that guy, that good luck charm for the Wizards?
Not right now. No, we should. I mean,
I think they're kind of wasting him.
Can't you use Croce? Like, if you could use Iverson 68,000 times, then you can't use Croce twice.
Yeah,
it's not Chris Webber we're talking about.
The thrill is gone, man. If you wanted somebody's vitriol or hatred, I mean, you have to go with somebody like maybe Pete Rose or Lindros.
No.
When's Nick Foles coming back to ring the bell?
Well, look, that's another one too that you would
That's a great one. Yeah.
Waste Nick Foles in the
No,
first
he's an
round.
NBA Finals guy.
Yes. Now Nick Foles is a game 1 NBA Finals set.
Absolutely.
Can you imagine that building when Nick Foles walks out there to ring the bell?
Wow.
Capacity,
Nickname and all.
Yeah.
Foles. That chant that we not stole, but that we just took. We just bogarted right from the
Right.
Vikings. Just said, give me that. Debo riding around on the bike. You could hear it squeaking.
Just grabbing that chain.
Exactly. And then Red the Vikings couldn't get their chain in fast enough, right? It's like, hold on. I need to tuck mine
Trying to tuck it inside the T-shirt.
All of a sudden, right, and it wasn't fast enough. It's like, give me that. All of a sudden, the Vikings lost their chant. Yeah, that would be game 1 for me. I'm with Nick Foles.
I got it. I never liked to rip Kevin Kincaid, but I kind of have to here. He's got Brett Brown on this list of potential.
Well,
we don't want Brett Brown anywhere near this.
This is a satirical list. He put Joe Cordell and Steven Singer. Like, this is not a real list.
Is the Gov on there?
Probably.
No, he's not.
No?
Dr. Fauci's on there.
Of course. That's what I'm saying. Like,
he's everywhere.
Yes. This is satirical. And that's why Kevin is funny and hilarious and we bring him on here. But no, I don't want people thinking that he actually wants Joe Cordell on there to ring
Ingy, the caller. Ingy.
He wanted to be banned from a local radio station. I don't think he really Now, here's the thing. John Shelton brings something up. All right. Nick Foles is one thing. Doug Peterson. I think Doug Peterson is more of an Eastern Conference Finals than an NBA Finals, only because of how things, like, it's too soon. If this were 5 or 7 years down the line, maybe.
Well,
but he was dragged through the mud.
Well, what about Peterson and Foles together for one of the games?
Okay, that's game 1 without a doubt.
I mean, they are the statue.
Yeah,
it's the Philly special, for crying out loud.
Maybe they do that, right? Barrett, maybe they reenact the statue, like before they actually grab the mallet, they walk out from under the hoop,
right?
And you walk to center court, and the guy gives you the mallet to hit the bell. So maybe right before they grab the mallet, Barrett, they quickly freeze and reenact the statue,
right.
and Nick is mic'd up.
And
you
Doug's
want Philly?
Doug's got the headset on.
Yeah. You want Philly? I'm telling you.
Oh, it'd be great.
That would be it.
And
then that's it. Then you don't have any guests for the rest of history. That's it. That ends all guests.
The streamer has a couple good ones too, man.
Charlie Manuel.
Yeah, I love it. But one guy that if you look at it, a lot of those players, man, got to pay him homage. Sam Hinkie. We would not have Embiid without Sam Hinkie.
They would never bring Sam back.
No, I think Hinkie wouldn't come back.
Where is he right now?
He's out in San Fran being
out in Palo Alto in a think tank.
Yeah, well, he's a consultant and doing stuff. Look, he's definitely made a name for himself. I just don't think the organization. Maybe you would get recognition in that regard, but to that level of it, and I think it still irks ownership, to be honest with you, that Joel Embiid. I mean, you hear it when he's on the line. Trust the process. Trust the process.
Mm-hmm.
He always mentions in some capacity, if given the chance in conversation with Sam and what Hinkie meant to him and his career, believing in him and bringing him in. And I think it just irks it, man. Like, man, you've seen the politics work from the inside, from a locker room now, just being on the outside and seeing it from a distance with all sports, especially in the NFL. There's just something, I think, like this spot in the vision from the ownership more so than anything else, where it's like they want to walk that line of not vilifying the man. But remember, the NBA is also the league that came in and demanded that they fire Hinkie.
Right.
And they just bowed and said, sure, we'll do whatever we'll bring in Brian Colangelo. Absolutely.
We should have a quartet. We should have a quartet in the NBA Finals. We should have a quartet of guys. Well, I mean, how about Chase Utley, Jimmy Rollins, Ryan Howard, and maybe the pitcher. What's the pitcher?
Brad Lidge.
Oh, even Brad Lidge. Yeah.
Cole Hamels.
Or Cole Hamels. One of those two. That'd be a nice little foursome.
Lidge did go, 48 for 48 that year.
Yeah, and you'd also have to bring, if we're bringing guys back for that year, then you'd have to bring back Jason Worth.
Yeah.
So, yeah.
He's hated now, though. I don't know if they can bring him back.
Why not? Yeah, Victorino.
Yeah, and I don't understand why he's hated. I mean, they offered $127 million.
Right.
$127 million.
Harry, would you hit him with the, I hate to do it to you.
No, I mean, I would have left too.
Yeah, absolutely.
What the Phillies offer him, like 75?
Not enough. I can tell you that.
A little over that. I think it was like 78, wasn't it?
Yeah. I'd go play for China for $127 million.
Well,
no question. No question.
You'd have
guaranteed
to the conversion rate on that. Are you getting paid? What currency are you getting paid in? See,
in the yen.
Better.
Okay.
That's the mind of a better right there.
I'm just letting you know, man. Look, a lot of people for a while didn't want to play in Canada. Now all of a sudden it's like, nah, I want to play in the States. So it's
right.
The pendulum switches with the dollar bill and the yen. You know, that's another thing.
It means a lot, man. Especially like even with players hate going and playing in California. Say what you want to say. You go to California when you're at the end of your season. You've played. You made your money.
Yeah,
that's when you want to go there. If you're not looking to make any more money, you go to California. If you want to keep your money, you go to Florida, Texas, places like that. Right. You don't come to Philly either. Philly kills you with the city wage tax.
It's awful. It's brutal. It's one of the worst in cities that I've lived in, and I've lived and moved around in a bunch. And it's like a major deterrent for anybody that works in the city. It's like they're trying to physically keep you inside the city. And you know what? That's nervous, man. I can't get with nervous behavior from my city officials. You know, I can't have my city officials all freaked out and nervous and enacting policy as a result of that. But it's like, oh my God, people are not going to live in the city unless we charge them a ridiculous rate as a deterrent. But you're right. It's astronomically high. No question, more than a lot of other ones.
Man, even to buy a soda, it costs you, 25 cents more to buy a soda now. You know what I mean? Come on, man. It's ridiculous. The city of Philadelphia on the taxes that they're paying we have to pay right now. Ridiculous. I know I since with this COVID thing, I did a lot of more work from home that I got away with not paying a lot of city wage tax, but I still had to pay it on my check. But I had to send like this little slip, and they're gonna refund me the city wage tax that I paid for because I wasn't working in the city. So that should be a nice
they took it out and now they got to refund it to you.
Yeah.
Well, you let us know when you get that money.
It's supposed to have been like 3 months ago. I haven't got it yet.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
They probably go send a letter in the mail.
Are they going to Apple Pay you?
Right. Yep. They're going to send in the mail to us. I hate to do it to you.
Right. Sorry, Barrett.
It's unbelievable. Hey, real quick, just to mention this, because we did talk about Aaron Rodgers and this report now that he's not at OTAs and everybody going crazy. It's the opposite, by the way, in Seattle. So it looks like we can remove the Seahawks and Russell Wilson from any type of trade rumors. It looks like they've, quote, made up. And according to Albert Breer, Wilson is once again committed to the Seahawks after the team promised a, quote, new offensive philosophy led by their new head offensive coordinator, pardon me.
And that philosophy is,
hey, man, we'll do what you want.
We're not going to put everything on your back.
The philosophy is, you want Philly? Yes. Whatever Russell Wilson wants. I mean, think about it. At this point, and you can argue the merits of it, the morals of it, whatever the hell it is. But at this point, Russell Wilson is like, okay, I don't need to be here anymore. We're not winning, or we are winning. I mean, look, they won, 11, 12 games last year? I mean, they won the damn division last year.
For the past couple of years. I think it's more so their ability to protect him. I mean, they're not investing in the offensive line as much as they should, and that's been his problem. They haven't been trying to protect him. He's going out there playing his heart out, but they're getting him crushed.
Shane Waldron is the offensive coordinator.
Shane Waldron
came where? From the Rams.
Okay.
So he was with McVay.
You want know what it is, Tacoma? Yes. That's what it's going to be, man. Let this man just call everything and do everything. And yeah, you're right. They traded for Gabe Jackson on the line. They drafted the kid Eskridge, right? Right in the first round. I know it was late, but you start to look around and you think, okay, well, the Packers, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know what the Packers are doing, if they're playing chicken or if they're truly scrambling right now, or if they've moved on and they just don't want to be the bad guy, quote, in public opinion, whatever it may be. But clearly, and this is what you do, right? This is what you do. You do everything you can to keep a quarterback. The quarterback that you want, the quarterback that you know, the quarterback you can rely on, the freaking MVP candidate and Russell Wilson every year. So I don't know if this is something with Green Bay or not, but at least Seattle recognizes on the surface, if they don't appease this dude, he's going to leave. Like, think about this. If push came to shove, do either of you guys think, like, if Russell Wilson's bluff was called, do you think either of you honestly think that Wilson would say, okay, I'm out of here?
Of course he would.
Yeah, he would. Yeah.
Of course he would. So they're not playing with him like that. They understand they got to relinquish a little bit of that say-so to him. You know, he's been a good soldier up until now. So they have to, man.
Yeah,
and like I said,
they drafted Eskridge, the wide receiver from Western Michigan.
He's no joke.
He's good. Second-round pick.
Yeah. No, I thought they took him in the first round. I apologize.
No, it was number 56 overall.
There you have it.
Yeah.
Well, Peter King is not happy with the Philadelphia Eagles being projected as anything higher than a bottom-tier rebuilding team. I saw that on Bleeding Green from BLG, and I thought to myself when I saw that, hey, I thought we've already done that 50, 60 times over in this city.
Right.
Like, is this earth-shattering new? No, not Melissa Etheridge. No.
I thought you were going to say something new.
No. What's old is new, I guess. I don't know. We got to take a quick one here. It's the middle. A lot happening in the final 35 minutes as we'll revisit something that happened beyond the amazing performance of Phil Mickelson, continuing the year of the geriatric. And anytime LeBron James wants to step up and follow in their footsteps of Phil, and then before that, Tom Brady, go ahead. And also something that you might have missed outside of the world of sports that I want to throw at the fellas here before we get out of here. It's the middle on JAKIB Media YouTube. New people popping in. We see it. Like, subscribe, share. You're late, so hit the notification bell, and therefore you know right away shows are starting, and you can slide right in there. A lot happening here in the final 30-35. Keep it here. It's the middle, JAKIB Media YouTube, Philly Voice, and Sports Map Radio. All right, we're back in 3 here. What do you mean, what's up with my camera? What is he saying? What's up with my... Nothing happened to my camera.
Earlier on, it did. Something happened.
Really?
Yeah, it was a little... It was...
Oh, yeah. There's something going on here. I don't know. They're working outside, and the Ethernet keeps, like, switching. It's stupid.
If you missed any of today's show on the JAKIB Media channel, listen to the podcast on your way home. Available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
In the Wildwoods, our free beaches are spacious and welcoming with plenty of room to spread out. Your seat will be waiting for you when you're ready to visit. The Wildwoods, creating cherished family memories for generations.
Attention women of South Jersey and the Delaware Valley. Sign up right now with Our Lady NRA instructor Nayara Andrzak, who will teach you gun safety as part of this 3-hour safety class, which is being held at Delaware Valley Sports Center in Philadelphia. For information, drop an email to info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. That's info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. Learn the fundamentals at Delaware Valley Sports Center. You can't miss.
Are you looking for a place to track your action, purchase picks, and share your sports betting analysis with the gambling community? Check out JAKIB Sports, a social media platform with an unparalleled experience catered for the sports betting community. On the JAKIB Sports app, you can track all your NFL, NBA, and college basketball picks while getting real-time updates and injury reports all in one convenient place. Start building your following today and stand out amongst your friends by downloading the Book It Sports app on the Apple and Google Play stores. Let's cash some tickets and put it on Book It.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. and Krause every Saturday night from 6 till 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
Got to give a happy birthday shout out to Dom Lewis on the stream.
Happy birthday.
34 today.
Wow.
You know who turned 80 today?
Who's that?
Bob Dylan.
Get out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, I hear Taheem Hilton talking about some homes in Connecticut. Bruh.
Here's Eytan.
Everything in Connecticut is expensive. Everything.
All right. What happened here? Dom Lewis, I see. I saw you guys talking, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Do you guys know who's born on your birthdays?
What? Who other famous people?
Oh, yeah. We did that. I forgot. Hey, speaking of birthdays, what's the first scene that comes in your mind if I say the most famous birthday scene in a movie? Any
birthday scene.
Yep.
Nothing comes to mind.
Really?
Yeah.
You guys not watch movies?
Yeah, but I'm trying to think of a birthday scene in which
Like a famous birthday scene in a movie?
Well, birthday scene that I saw was that I'm thinking about was Eddie Murphy movie where he's like a babysitter or something like that. I remember a birthday scene there. That's probably the only one.
But Daddy Daycare?
Yeah, Daddy Daycare. Yeah.
Wow, you guys, man.
Wow.
Like, I mean, I'm pretty surprised that of that question, the net answer is Daddy Daycare. Shame on both of you.
Hey.
My goodness. Seriously. Shame on Barrett for the answer and shame on you for letting it happen.
I think of birthday, I think of kids. So I mean,
how about
yeah.
No, I mean
that's embarrassing.
Double N, what's up?
That's embarrassing. the first one that came to my mind, actually, it's one actor, but it's two movies.
Oh, hold on. Let me think of this. Hold on. One actor, two movies. Michael Douglas.
No, two birthday scenes that he absolutely destroyed. That he was great. He steals the scenes.
All right, hold on.
Two movies.
Same actor.
John
Candy.
No, that's a good guess though, but that's very far off.
Will Ferrell.
Okay.
Okay. Well, clearly one of the most famous scenes in one of the most famous movies that Will Ferrell has ever been in, and I don't even think he was even top 3 funny in that movie, is where he has the dart in his neck, right?
Yeah. Well, that's what I said.
Oh, that's out back in the backyard, right?
Yeah.
Let me rephrase what I said. It's one movie, two birthdays in the same movie.
Oh, okay. You got a dart in your neck, man.
Yeah. And he starts freaking real slow. And then doesn't he fall in the pool?
Yeah, you're crazy, man.
Yeah.
I like you, man, but you're crazy. You don't remember that, Barrett?
No, I remember that. Yeah.
Oh,
I know.
What movie is this?
That's
Old school.
Oh.
You're
classic.
a movie guy.
The other birthday scene is Mitchapalooza.
That's right. Yeah,
Going
Mitchapalooza.
streaking.
That's right. We're going streaking.
And him trying to rub up on Snoop all naked.
That's right. No, you are 100% right. I still think the tranquilizer gun may be one of the craziest, funniest things that I've ever seen in a theater where I just, and clearly I'm in an altered state as is, but just think about how funny that I remember sweating. I was laughing so hard.
See, I gotta quibble with you there. You say you're in an altered state. When you're always in that state, it's no longer an altered state.
No, there are plenty of times in which I'm not in that state. Trust me.
Name one.
And that's altered.
Give me one.
But Harry, to your point,
when I
he's
come
not
down
in that state, right? That's the altered state.
Right. Okay. Yes. The altered state is the sober state.
Yeah, there are times in which I need to be sober. I'll give you one yesterday. Okay, you tell me if I were to paint a picture and say, or ask you before I even paint the picture, give me a scenario in which being one guy in a room or area full of 300 women would be an absolute nightmare. The only guy in a room of 300 women would be an absolute, or I shouldn't say nightmare. That's not true. That's not true. It was a lot of fun and I blast doing it. But
so it was a bridal shower or something,
exactly,
baby shower.
Exactly. Yeah. So wrong word there. It wasn't a nightmare. I had a blast and it was a lot of fun and all. But I'm saying like not the fantasy that porn mind Harry would immediately go to or something, right? But that's all I mean is, there are plenty of times in which I can't be. Now, that doesn't mean that I didn't have a beer and a shot of Jack or maybe a double shot of Jack.
Oh, wait a second.
When I walked in.
You didn't take a hit of the pen before you walked into this party?
No,
that's your fault.
Well, that's on you.
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's a bad job out of you.
Right.
I had a Lagunitas and a double shot of Jack as soon as I walked in. That set the tone.
Shot of Jack.
That set the tone. What else do you want from me? All right.
Bro, you got to come in. That at least puts you on your friendliness. So you'll be friends then. A lot of the times I don't even like them. I only want to be around them, let alone at a baby shower, though.
Yeah.
Around who?
Friends.
Oh.
Yeah.
Like the wife's friends?
Yes.
Yeah.
No. I mean, this was family. It was a lot of people. It was all outside.
Where was this?
At Huntington Valley.
That's what I thought.
I mean, it was gigantic. Her mom set it up. It was really cool. It was awesome to see. And there were so many great people that from the club to family to friends and all. So I'm there just, being there for her, of course. But that's one of the examples I was giving you. So there you have it. If I had
one, that's the one.
Yeah. Now, I need to get back to this, though, because you guys truly dropped the ball here. I thought I could just hand this over to you and there would be more answers here. Do you not remember the most famous pancakes ever to be made on any big screen? Uncle Buck making those gigantic pancakes for, was it Miles or Miley, one of the two?
Yeah, I don't even know if I saw that movie.
What about the birds? It's one of the most famous scenes. It's Kathy's birthday, and they had this huge bird. It's Hitchcock. You guys are out. Seriously, I'm going back to my charcuterie, whatever the hell you call this.
What?
Thing. I don't know.
Where are we going?
I'm out of here. You guys.
Wow.
Let's see it.
I got nothing.
I've had enough. What's eating Gilbert Grape? How about that? How about 13 going on 30? You didn't see that movie?
No. Are we in break?
Now we are.
Football in Philadelphia is a lifestyle, a passion from birth, and a personal responsibility to know the game. Boo when necessary. And think about E-A-T-L-E-S every second of every minute of every hour of every day. Birds 365 was created for you. Jody Mack, the legendary sports talker, joins forces with NFL insider John McMullen. Birds 365. Start your morning with Johnny Mack and Jody Mack across the JAKIB Media Network. Watch it live on YouTube.
Are you looking for a place to track your action, purchase picks, and share your sports betting analysis with the gambling community? Check out JAKIB Sports, a social media platform with an unparalleled experience catered for the sports betting community. On the JAKIB Sports app, you can track all your NFL, NBA, and college basketball picks while getting real-time updates and injury reports all in one convenient place. Start building your following today and stand out amongst your friends by downloading the JAKIB Sports app on the Apple and Google Play stores. Let's cash some tickets and put it on JAKIB.
Might have to roll here now. This Mellow moved up 72%. Damn.
What happened?
I'm just looking at the cruncher here. for the likelihood of a couple of these bets. And Melo keeps coming right to the top under.
There was a birthday scene in Falling Down.
The whole movie is essentially him getting to the birthday.
But was there an actual birthday scene?
Was there a scene where they were celebrating and he just wasn't there?
I gotta watch that movie again.
I think that there was they were at the party and that's where I don't know.
There was a birthday party in Schindler's List.
Yeah.
I don't remember that either.
I never saw that movie.
Yeah. He's I wouldn't say it's one of the most famous birthday scenes in a movie by any means. I'll tell you what it is though.
Presented by Rocket Mortgage.
Willie Wonka and the Chocolate
The
Factory.
O'Reilly Auto Parts Studios. Here's Eytan Shander, Barrett Brooks, and Harry Mays.
You don't think that's a great movie?
Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, but no. What in the beginning?
Well, when he gets the golden ticket, when he gets it for his birthday, when he's with his grandparents, they're laying in bed. He gets the ticket.
I'll give you that as an honor.
Grandpops goes with him. Yeah.
All right. I mean,
there's been like a Willy Wonka revival of late.
Well, it's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory is the actual name of the movie.
All right,
everybody.
Charlie and the Chocolate.
Yeah, but you're right, because of Willy Wonka, everybody has now called it, and I think that even some playoffs of it with Wonka. That's not a bad pull, Barrett. I don't think that's terrible. That was his birthday, right? That had happened.
Yep.
Okay.
It's like a Willy Wonka in some commercial that's running right now, and then the iPhone, that purple iPhone commercial. Isn't that a reference to Willy Wonka? The song in that commercial, isn't that from that movie?
iTunes or iPhone?
No, the iPhone 12 commercial.
Yeah.
Well,
to the original version that was made in the 70s.
Right.
Okay.
That one's Willy Wonka and the Chocolate Factory. The newer one with Johnny Depp,
Right.
I believe that's Charlie and the Chocolate Factory.
Ah,
right. And that's what's been.
I worked in a chocolate factory once.
And Gene Wilder's the GOAT.
Well,
yeah, Gene Wilder.
It's like Michael Keaton, not Keaton, Bale. After that, like they should never have made new Batmans. Like they should not have remade Willy Wonka. Like there was nothing wrong with Gene Wilder doing it. That's fine. Just let it be, man.
Right.
Let it be. But no, you're right.
I worked in a chocolate factory once too.
Get out of here. In Hershey?
No, not in Hershey. It was in West Reading. There's a lot of candy that was made in Reading and West Reading back in the day.
Mm-hmm.
This was Palmer chocolates, and I was on the line as they made these like little chocolate hard dark chocolate buds. They were really good, but I was on the line and I'd have to pick out the bad ones and just toss them aside if they were deformed or something,
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just sitting there the whole day, just having all this chocolate just streaming by and just knocking this one out, this one's out, this one out. And then you eat one. I ate so much damn chocolate. Eytan would have loved that job.
No, man.
He's so obsessed with chocolate.
I think at some point the stomach ache.
Right.
Wait a second. Are you sure it was his birthday?
Yes, it was his birthday because he went and he got the chocolate bar for his birthday, and he opened it, and there was nothing in it. So he went and got another one, and he starts walking home, and he gets the ticket and he opens it up. He got like a quarter or something. He found a quarter or something, opened it up, and it had the golden ticket in it. So no, go home.
Okay, just making sure. Because that's strange. I tried to find two other one of these rundowns, lists, whatever other term that they have, because it's like clicking and stuff. And it should be on there. I mean, I think it's more famous than, especially if you look at what it meant to the movie. But that's actually a pretty good one. All right, now you're starting to add a little redemption to the first answer.
You did say Michael Douglas. That's a pretty that's a pretty famous birthday movie right there.
The Game.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
That wasn't difficult, right?
That was a good movie.
Yeah, it was.
Honestly, that might be right up there at the top. Okay, here's another one for you. because this movie is constantly argued about, but from a different point of view about whether or not it's a holiday or Christmas movie specifically. And I have to give my guy Terry McBride from Awesemo credit for this, because he coined the phrase that if Die Hard is a Christmas movie, which Eytan, I believe it is, then it's also a birthday movie. Pretty famous birthday in that as well. So I think Die Hard is up there in this category, at least, that you would have to put there.
Yeah, I'd agree with you.
91 LS Extras, 16 candles. It was only in the name, 16 candles.
Right. Well, that's probably going to be up there with The Game.
Right.
Up there as one, because the whole movie is the birthday, right? It's the whole movie. And
is that an Anthony Michael Hall flick?
I believe he was in that. You know, that's back with what's his name, who did all those movies.
Yeah, the director from
Anthony
Chicago.
Michael Hall was in that, correct?
Yeah.
That's one of Molly Ringwald's finest. Now, I'm a little disappointed that you guys all, and I think the stream missed this one as well, but I'm pretty disappointed that the end of The Godfather 2 did not make an appearance. It's a flashback, and it's gigantic. It's when, young Don at the birthday, Michael introduced, right, with the war. I mean, there's a lot of things happening at that flashback at the end of the movie. And it's one of the most famous movies of all time. So
it's just so dominated with other themes that the birthday kind of is way down the list.
I don't know, though. I feel like the birthday is a very compelling part of that movie at the end. I mean, it's the last real moment of anything positive in that series before you're hit with Godfather 3, which is like
that was awful.
Over the head with exactly.
That was awful.
My
John Hughes is the guy you were thinking of. That's the director.
My pops, one of the movies he loved me. He loved this movie, and The Jerk.
Yes,
Steve Martin.
Loved it, and he had a birthday before he went out. That's my pops. When my mom, what I'm saying, God rest his soul, but that was one of his most favorite movies.
Now, what was it? It was like tuna fish, right? And mayo that he would have on his birthday. As grandma would
with a soda or something like that.
Yeah, that's what it was. Like
I could go for some of that right now.
Mayo and tuna and a tab, I think. Right? What was the soda? Boy, that Steve Martin, man. What was that he used to eat? That's hilarious. What a pull. Look at that. You have totally not just redeemed yourself, Barrett, but are dominating this.
That's my pops. That was my pop's favorite shows, man.
Yeah, tuna fish on white bread with mayo, a tab, and a couple of Twinkies on his birthday.
Oh, wow. Tab soda?
Yes, Tab soda.
Tab Ramos.
No. Oh, my goodness. I think that's about it. I don't know if there's anything else that we missed, but Ron Culver is going to throw Bilbo Baggins' birthday in this, but I don't think you guys are ready for that. So.
Oh, yeah.
What do you mean, oh, yeah? You remember that?
Yes.
Are you a Lord of the Rings guy?
I'm the Hobbit.
Of course he is.
Definitely a Hobbit, bro.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh,
yeah.
That's right up Barrett's alley.
Really?
Oh, yeah. I bet Barrett has seen all the Harry Potter movies, too.
Yeah, I have. But see, that was that one right there was they went fishing, and it was the other guy's birthday, and he gets killed on his birthday trying to get the ring.
Oh, not Bilbo.
He got the ring. Yeah, he got the ring, and no, Bilbo killed him.
Okay, for the ring.
Yes, for the ring. Yeah,
got it. No,
that's when it all started. That's when that's when the funny music came out, because he saw the fish, he kind of catch the fish, and went down and got the ring.
Gotta say, I'm pretty impressed right now with the level and the depths in which you went to answer this question. I did, especially after the first one. I did not say that at all. Real quick, because we talked about this in the break, and I was willing to push this conspiracy theory. Charles Barkley has since come out and criticized the NBA. Quote, the NBA ain't got the balls to bleeping suspend LeBron James, adding that, quote, if it was a nobody, they would have put him in health and safety protocols. And we know that he violated the protocol, his Lobos 1707 tequila brand for some party or event, and still wound up playing. And I think the only way it makes sense, for me at least, is I agree with Chuck. Like, I think I agree with you guys as well on this league. But there was some, like the NBA, I think this was the only way they could control it, is to come out and make sure that the LA Lakers weren't going to get calls, weren't going to get anything. It wasn't LeBron slowly at the end of the third or start of the fourth, down double digits, battling his way back with the help of refs. It was the Suns are going to win this game. And they know that people are going to talk. They know that Stephen A. or Kellerman or whoever the hell in the morning is going to say, is this it for LeBron James?
Yeah.
So there is a little bit of a ripple effect. And
So,
yeah, I
so
think
you're saying that they mess with the integrity of a basketball game
The powers that
in
be.
order to levy punishment on LeBron James.
You just said earlier in the show that you think the NBA did the exact same thing without motivation of punishment and all of that absolved. I'm just saying the exact same thing with the Bucks, making sure Milwaukee was not going to lose that game, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if it's plausible to you that the NBA could step in without any exterior motive, why wouldn't it work with exterior motive?
Fair point.
Fair
point.
I mean, Lou Williams, come on, man. You're going to suspend the guy for going to get some chicken wings. Come on now. I mean, he's probably eating them by himself, social distance away from the strippers. You know what I mean? LeBron wasn't. He was right there front center with the liquor.
Yeah.
You know, at least Mo was, social distance.
Nothing.
Come on, man.
Wow.
No. Was there
I mean,
even
Lou, I keep saying Mo, Lou Williams. You can't do that, man. You can't have that.
What was the name of that Magic
City?
Is that
Magic
where you got him?
City shaking, trying to pay the rent.
You can order Magic City wings on the line like you can.
You can.
Yeah.
Yes.
I got a text, by the way, from our program director in Houston, Craig Larson, and I forgot to respond to this. He got a box of Pat's steak shipped to him. And
Really?
Yeah. It says this is our only store in South Philadelphia, 9th and Wharton, owned and operated by the original Oliveri family, Pat's since 1930s. And yeah, you can get them shipped right from store. I'm telling you.
I was not a big fan of those.
Well, no, but I'm just saying, that's at least Craig making the effort to get. Oh, by the way, speaking of which, there is a hilarious set of picks that are going out. And it's right in line with that. I want to get it and put it up here because basically, I don't know in what capacity or what the interest is right now. I don't fake to feign political interest in a lot of things, but it looks like there was an interview with remember that guy, Andrew Yang?
Yeah, he's running for mayor of New York.
Is it mayor or I didn't know if it was mayor or president.
Well, he ran for president. He was on the early ticket and then he dropped out. But now he's running for mayor in New York, I believe.
Correct. Okay, so there was this hilarious picture here where he was being interviewed and he was asked on the interview. So he's running for something in New York, right?
Yeah, mayor.
Yes. And he was asked in this interview what his favorite subway stop is in New York, right? And he gave you I'm going to pull this up here. He gave you the most perfect, I just retweeted it out there. So Jules at the City of Jules, who I guess writes for Rolling Stone. This is the perfect, I don't live or know anything about the city in which I'm running for public office. I mean, you cannot say this would be like running for mayor in Philadelphia and then responding what your favorite cheesesteak is with Pat's or Geno's. Like it's one thing to be outside the city and doing all that, but it's another thing to hit with the biggest tourist trap, right, in the history of tourist traps here in Philadelphia outside of the Liberty Bell. So that's what I'm saying. Now, look, you can't say this in the answer here, but if you can look at it, he's asked, okay, what's your favorite subway stop? And he says, just so happens to be Times Square. Times Square is like the mall of Manhattan, right? And she says, your favorite subway station is Times, because she knows right away. I don't know what it is, but she knows right away. Like, what are you talking about? Your favorite cheesesteak spot is Geno's? Really? And he says, sure. Like, what's not to like? I have to be honest with you. You may not find a better example of getting caught running for an area that you clearly have no idea about.
Right.
Unbelievable.
Wow.
Unbelievable. I thought that was hilarious, especially because it happens to us all the time. People come in and they try to pander and say, that's fake from Pats, man.
Yeah.
I tell you what,
man.
Pats. Ridiculous. All right, we'll wrap the hour coming up. It's the middle. We've got OT still. And I mentioned this one thing that will sneak in props related before we get out of here on the JAKIB Media YouTube page. Reminder to like, to share with new people popping in. Spread the word. And we're back in 3 on the network. All right. We got one more break here.
If you missed any of today's show on the JAKIB Media channel, listen to the podcast on your way home. Available on YouTube, Apple, and Spotify. The savoring taste of a good bag of beef jerky is so enjoyable at any time of the day, as long as you can find it. Here's what we suggest. Pure Bull beef jerky is our answer, and soon it will be yours. Locally produced in the Philadelphia region, this high-quality, healthy protein snack is easy to secure. Go to steersnacks.com, and you'll see hot garlic, tropical heat, Pure Bull dry rub, and our favorite, Huck and Fod. What's that? Huck and Fod. Go now to steersnacks.com.
In the Wildwoods, our free beaches are spacious and welcoming with plenty of room to spread out. Your seat will be waiting for you when you're ready to visit. The Wildwoods, creating cherished family memories for generations.
Attention women of South Jersey and the Delaware Valley. Sign up right now with Our Lady NRA instructor, Nayara Andrzak, who will teach you gun safety as part of this 3-hour safety class, which is being held at Delaware Valley Sports Center in Philadelphia. For information, drop an email to info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. That's info@DelawareValleySportsCenter.com. Learn the fundamentals at Delaware Valley Sports Center. You can't miss.
Are you looking for a place to track your action, purchase picks, and share your sports betting analysis with the gambling community? Check out JAKIB Sports, a social media platform with an unparalleled experience catered for the sports betting community. On the JAKIB Sports app, you can track all your NFL, NBA, and college basketball picks while getting real-time updates and injury reports all in one convenient place. Start building your following today and stand out amongst your friends by downloading the JAKIB Sports app on the Apple and Google Play stores. Let's cash some tickets and put it on JAKIB.
The International Brotherhood of Electrical Workers, Local Union 98, is a proud sponsor of The Labor Show with J. Doc and Krause every Saturday night from 6 to 8 p.m. IBEW Local 98's highly trained and superbly skilled electricians are the best in the business, setting the highest safety standards in the electrical industry. So when you're planning your next industrial, commercial, or residential project, choose an IBEW Local 98 union contractor. Learn more at IBEW98.org.
Mark McCloskey's pointing out some things here about Barrett's reference to the Lord of the Rings.
Oh, yeah. It's Smeagol.
Smeagol and Deagle?
Yeah.
When Smeagol became Gollum.
That sounds like a German rock band.
Please? Yeah.
Smeagol and Deagle, like Hasselhoff. It opens up for Hasselhoff.
Now, Gollum is in a Led Zeppelin lyric, too.
Oh, is it?
The song Ramble On has a reference to Gollum.
Yeah, Gollum had the ring for so long, man. He just turned into the Gollum creature.
Going over. Tell you, CJ McCollum over rebounds. I like it. Telling you, got these props up and ready to go. I'm gonna hit you with a bunch in overtime.
Props.
I got some props, not locks, but just props. All right, just props. Now, should we hear from the big fella before we get out of here? Just let the world know what he sounds like in case people didn't remember.
And B draws the double and drills it.
I mean, 7 feet, one dribble, fadeaway jump shot at the elbow. Embiid is so talented.
This is amazing.
So that was Marv on the call there, huh?
Yeah, Marv and Mark. Right? No, Was that Grant Hill?
That sounded like Grant Hill.
Yeah, it was Grant Hill.
Yeah,
sorry.
because I was watching the local broadcast.
Right. Me too. It was great. Local broadcast was a lot of fun watching that. Zoom off was treasure, and Allah is really good too. And look, they captured the crowd really well.
Yep.
They let the crowd breathe a lot, which is tough in a fast-paced game. But I was really impressed with the broadcast. Local.
Yeah, I like the way Allah. He doesn't just talk about what the player's doing, but he's also giving you, what's going on with fans. What the coach is thinking about. During this point in the game, and I mean that's where I really noticed. That coaching has a lot to do with how they won the game yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, a lot to do with it.
Absolutely. All right. Thanks, Ron. We are back on the network tomorrow, overtime on the JAKIB Media YouTube page and beyond. Coming up next, we're back in 30.
Football in Philadelphia is a lifestyle, a passion from birth, and a personal responsibility to know the game. Boo when necessary. And think about Eagles! Every second of every minute of every hour of every day. Birds 365 was created for you. Jody Mack, the legendary sports talker, joins forces with NFL insider John McMullen. Birds 365. Start your morning with Johnny Mack and Jody Mack across the JAKIB Media Network. Watch it live on YouTube.
All right. Overtime here. JAKIB Media YouTube page. Remind you to like, to share, subscribe, and the notification bell reminds you every time that we and other shows are going live here on the page. And I did see the Peter King thing. Outside of that, it seems like it was pretty quiet, which is not a bad thing for the Eagles over the weekend, right? There wasn't anything major. I saw Ryan Kerrigan arrive to the facility, so that's huge news.
Yeah. Yeah, Peter King, he put him in the bottom 5?
Yeah, like we've done for the past, 6 months.
Right.
And look, how could you not until that's not a negative.
No, but I think it is interesting, though, because he used a term to describe what this year will be for the Eagles. And I think that tells you what they're saying in the front office and how they're referring to it. They're not going to tell the fan base that they're retooling, rebuilding, or anything. A bridge year was the term that was used. And I think he got that from them.
He absolutely did.
Yes.
They trust him enough to give him the information they needed articulated to us.
Right. But that's the way they're wording it. A bridge year.
Yeah. Like, we're trying to link the coaching staff with the players we have to see what we have, and then we'll get into it and back into the winning once we get,
after we trade for Deshaun Watson.
Right. When I hear bridge year, normally it's a quarterback. It's Teddy Bridgewater, right? It's somebody like that who's bridging the gap.
Right.
It's worst case scenario, Taysom Hill or Jameis Winston. I would go Winston over Hill, but that's what I'm saying. Like, that's what, when I hear bridging, right? That's what I hear is, okay, there's got to be something with it beyond just the obvious lack of confidence in the quarterback, right? I mean,
it's not really the confidence in the quarterback. It's more so.
That's what I'm saying, though, Barrett. Real quick, is that normally when you hear bridging the gap, outside of Harry, who immediately goes to that famous Black Eyed Peas album that he loves and has on repeat, it's usually a quarterback. It's like a team with a quarterback bridging. So what's this a bridge year to if we're led to believe that they truly are confident in Jalen Hurts? Like, what's being bridged? I don't understand that. That's what I'm saying. Because normally it would be the quarterback.
Yeah.
But we all look at Jalen and think, how could you write this kid off right now to say that it's a bridge year?
Yeah. And, we don't think that he's bad, but we don't know how good he can be. But we also know that the defensive backs aren't good. And how can you compete in the division when their receivers are good? So, I think defensively, there's more question than even at the quarterback position for me and what I'm thinking.
Okay.
That's what I'm thinking. I mean, I see more of a rebuild in the secondary and on defense period than I do on the offensive side of the ball. I think we're stacked at offensive line. I think we're stacked at tight end. I think we're stacked at the wide receiver position now. I think we're okay. We can go out and compete with anybody with those facets. The quarterback position, I think in due time, we'll see what type of system they run. But defensively, no matter what system they run, if we don't have guys that can cover, we'd be hard pressed to say this defense could be any good at all. And I don't know. I mean, I just got to see. And like I said, I love Avonte Maddox. I like the way he plays, but he's better suited to be in the inside where you can use that athletic talent, be that feisty type of player in there. It's just hard for a guy that small to go against the 6'4", 6'3" wide receivers that usually line up on the outside.
Well, and that's what they're saying. This guy they got from the Jaguars is
absolutely.
Like. They say he's basically Avonte Maddox, right?
Tebow?
Same size.
No, the cornerback that they picked up a week ago.
I thought that was Tebow. He switched positions.
Tebow. Yeah, Tebow's playing corner.
I apologize.
Yeah.
I apologize.
He's in special red zone defense packages.
They're gonna cut him. They're gonna cut him for tight end.
Now,
he's gonna come right back out as a linebacker.
Linebacker.
I apologize. I didn't mean to open up that door. I'll shut it immediately. You may continue. You may continue. I don't know. I don't know. This whole thing doesn't make sense. Like, here's another thing that doesn't make sense, right? The other thing is, oh, by the way, I just see somebody that I follow put out a screenshot of them getting a response. Hello, thanks for submitting your request to have your account verified on Twitter.
Oh, Twitter?
Yeah. So it hasn't hit for me yet. Has it hit for you?
Well, where would you look? Would you go under the more?
I think so, the more, and then I don't know after that.
Yeah, right. Me either.
Help Center, maybe?
Help Center?
Yeah, I don't know. I'm looking at the Help Center. Fleets, not Van Fleet or On Fleek. I guess that phrase died pretty fast, huh?
What, Fleets?
No. On Fleek?
Yeah.
Right? What happened to that?
Oh, I'm glad it's gone.
I think people realized what they were saying. Like,
right.
Hold on, man. Let's just go back to dope and stuff that kind of makes sense with our parents and everything like that, That stuff was out there for like a singles length, and that was it. No, I don't know, Harry. I don't know where you would find it.
Verified accounts.
Where is that?
On
the Help Center?
Yeah.
That's all right. We don't need to waste people's time on this one. I'm just curious if it popped out there by any means. Now, I have something new here that I'm rolling with when it comes to player props tonight, okay?
Okay.
You ready for this? This is a brand new revolutionary way of doing it, and I'm trying to get them on board with us so I don't have to skirt around it all, and we can actually have a partnership with them. But I have access now to the site that I'm working on that is totally like heavy DFS. They're doing some betting stuff, but total DFS stuff. And it was created by this guy who's won millions as at one point the top fantasy player in the world, in the entire world. So all of his optimizers and crunchers and everything will predict who's going to have what. Like I have it right down to Tyler Hero points to Kendrick Nunn assists. So if you combine that with the projected totals that you get from the books, you should slide in winners more often than not. So this is going to be the litmus test tonight, and I've got 10 different player props that I'm working with, okay? And I'm not going to break everything down. I'm just going to tell you what's there so that we move on. But this is in order as far as the strength of the optimizer for what the projection is. And remember, this is not just somebody who created a site. This is somebody who was winning. Like this dude was making Barrett Brooks money. And here's Barrett like a sucker out there busting his hump and breaking a sweat every 5 seconds to earn his millions when you had some dude on the back with a computer and running everything from a fantasy standpoint saying, I'm going to make money off of Barrett and these other guys on there on the field. So this is a proven method is what I'm saying. I don't know if it transfers over to bets. We'll see. Under 12.5, I told you for Melo tonight, under 31.5 for the Joker, under 23.5. Now the optimizer has it at under 24.5. But I'm going to stretch it to under 23.5. There is a better return for Jimmy Butler. Over 2.5 for Dante DiVincenzo assists. Over 5.5 for Dante rebounds. Under 12.5 for Giannis rebounds. Over 10.5 for Tyler Hero total points. Under 2.5. Now I'm laying 2 to 1 on this one. Under 2.5 for Aaron Gordon total assists. Under 6.5 for Gordon rebounds. And then finally, just to bring it all back, under 2.5 for Tyler Hero total assists. All right.
Wow.
There you have it. And we'll see what we do. There's the 10. I want it on the record so that tomorrow you'll know what type of mood I'm in based on how this thing goes.
Hey, guys.
All right.
We're going to have Amy on tomorrow.
Fadul?
Awesome.
Yeah, 11:35. 11:35.
Perfect. People want to
Absolutely.
stick around for that. That's going to be a lot of fun because I guarantee you she's going to give you a lot of shit.
All right, now hold on a second before we depart. I'm trying to get verified here.
Where is it?
It's there.
Where?
Well, I'll tell you how to do it, but they got to tell you. They say, "Tell us who you are," and there's the first question of the application.
Is it like a multiple choice, or do you have to fill this in essay-wise?
No, it's a multiple choice. Activist, organizer, a company, brand, or organization, entertainers and entertainment groups, government official, journalist or news organization, professional sports or esports entity. Which one of those? Journalist?
I think so, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. Next.
Where is this?
You got to go to you click on that more icon, right?
Yep.
And then go to settings and privacy.
Okay.
Click on that and then go to your account information and hit that. And then it's going to ask you for your Twitter password. And then it'll take you right in there and it says verified accounts. And you click on that little blue icon. It's blue and it's in blue letters. And then you'll start the application process.
I think I forgot my password.
That's going to be the only thing keep you from being verified.
Seriously. Unbelievable. Honestly, I don't even remember it.
Pick one method to show that your account qualifies for verification. You'll also need to provide the official website of the qualifying news organization.
Okay, verification request, start request. All right, I'm in there. I'll see you guys later. I appreciate that. That's the best thing you ever learned on this show right now.
There you go.
Like, I'm out. I'm already verified. Yeah, we get it, brother. All right, we get it. You're the superstar. You're the celebrity.
Right.
We're just here hanging out, man. It's your world. Seriously.
Right.
It's Barrett Brooks and the guys on the middle.
Right.
We'll see you all tomorrow. Thanks
right.
for watching. See ya.
Football in Philadelphia is a lifestyle, a passion from birth, and a personal responsibility to know the game. Boo when necessary. And think about Eagles! Every second of every minute of every hour of every day. Birds 365 was created for you. Jody Mack, the legendary sports talker, joins forces with NFL insider John McMullen. Birds 365. Start your morning with Johnny Mack and Jody Mack across the JAKIB Media Network. Watch it live on YouTube.